Oh, apparently I'm live, according to... Alright, so this is Mega Man 10. I did 9 last year. And so I think I submitted 9 and 10 last year, and 9 got accepted. So I submitted 10 this year. So I'm doing 10. Right, so this is just normal mode. We're going to start with Pumpman in 3, 2, 1, go. So I did like half a no reset run earlier today, and then that's about all I've done. So this is Pumpman. We're just gonna be in the sewers. The original route started with Sheepman, but now we end with Sheepman because we realized that starting with Sheepman takes too long. So there's Mets that'll just react to your shooting, and then they'll hide if you shoot at them, and then they'll shoot if you're not doing anything other than moving. This is a pretty straightforward stage. There's no like fancy gimmicks or anything, and we don't have any weapons. Okay, so I'm hopefully on a correct cycle. I need to kill this Susie pretty quickly. Okay, I got it. So that just skips waiting for both of those bubbles. I don't know how much time it saves. I almost got that. That's like a really close, really precise trick where you can just jump over that Susie and not take any damage. So Pumpman, he'll start by creating a shield around him. That was a bad start. And luckily, because of game mechanics, I can kind of penetrate his shield by walking a couple frames into his shield. And I'm doing horribly right now. Okay, well, I killed Pumpman. On easy mode, it'll only shoot out like 4 different bubbles instead of a full shield, so it's way easier to kill him. And then we get the water shield, which is actually one of the best shield weapons in the series, in my opinion. It's exactly how Pumpman used it. And we're going to put it right to work in Solar Man stage. Whoops. Oh my goodness. So you're going to see a lot more weapon usage in the later stages. We're just going to climb these ladders. So sometimes I'll... Okay, I did focus a little bit for that. But you'll see me kind of jump as soon as I exit a ladder. But that, I don't know the exact mechanics of it, but I think it puts you in full momentum if you jump instantly. Oh boy. Oh. Sorta good, but sorta bad. You can manipulate those birds, but I don't know the exact manipulation. But you just need to pump 6 shots in them and then use a water shield. I'm gonna shoot there because if you just continue going on that ladder, the fireballs will hit you. This is a pretty scary room casually, but luckily because of iframes, you can just, if you get knocked off with the fireball, you can just use your iframes to jump back up. if you get on that platform fast enough, then you can just back damage boost and then go right through that flower. That was a perfect Solar Man pattern. Usually he can jump in the right pit, the middle, or the left pit, and the middle is the best one, because you don't really have to move. I guess I could explain the weapon swapping mechanics. Because in 9, you have to actually go to the menu to weapon swap, but in 10, you could just press L and R, and it just instant swaps to the next weapon. Which is where most of the time save comes from. I completely missed both of those shots. Chillman isn't the hardest stage in the game, it's just the most annoying. Oh boy, that was really close. Usually I damage boost off that top one, but I missed them and I almost fell into the spikes. Now here you'll see a lot of the weapon swaps. So those big stompers will, they react to where you are, if they're in the air or on the ground. So if you're in the air when you see them, then they'll do a big jump, and then if you're on the ground, then they'll do a small jump. So I wanted to just jump on that ladder, jump off that ladder fast enough so he'll jump over me. Chillman's really annoying, as you can see. Okay, but that wasn't too bad of an ending, but you saw the quick weapon swaps where you can just continuously hit them. I know the real strategy is like you have to jump and keep weapon swapping, but I've been too lazy to learn it. Chill Spike is, I can't say the worst weapon in the game, but it's up there. It's only really useful in like 2 parts of the game. Nitro Man including one of them. So I'm going to start off with Coil because I'm going to kill one of these things and then do that. So I quickly swap to the water shield so it'll block his shots, so I won't take any hit, or I won't need to wait for him either. And with these trucks, if you directly hit them, they'll freeze and then, whoops. And then if you do what I just did and you get the spikes to go under them, then they'll explode. Whoops. My health is pretty bad right now. Okay, good. I'm running out of things to say already. This is bad. I guess I can talk about the Nitro pattern once I get there. I tried to kind of time those shots properly, so it would just hit the Sniper Joe. The last Solar Blaze would hit the Sniper Joe just off screen, so I would only need to use one more. But that didn't happen. Okay. He almost went up the wall, but he was almost dead anyway. So the gimmick with Nitro Man, well, it's not really a gimmick, but just the strategy is if he's standing still and you freeze him, then it just automatically changes him to the next pattern. So you just want to keep freezing him until he jumps back. And then sometimes he can just go up the wall and lose you like 5 seconds if you don't freeze him fast enough. Yeah, now we got Rush Jet. Oh yeah, there's cutscene in this game too. I don't remember what the story is. Now, Commando Man's probably the stage with the least amount of problems other than the boss. But the I'm trying to think of how to explain it. The stage should work the same way every time. The stage itself has no luck factors. And, well, the boss can lose a couple seconds of luck, and that's pretty much the only RNG in this level. So I almost jumped right over it. So this stand will push you back if you're actually in it, but if you're on Rush Jet, then and just go above the sand, it'll be no problem. Oh boy. My A button is just not working right now. So Commando Man has a I guess a feature where if he jumps, he loses his iframes. So you want him to do a short jump, which he won't do, obviously. I think if he does a high jump, he still loses his iframes, but you can't hit him as much. So the best pattern would be just having him do a short jump right away, and you just mash wheel cutters into him. We get Commando Bomb, which, as you saw in the demo, you have to kind of hit it against the wall to get an explosion. If you hit something directly with the bomb itself, it'll just do 1 damage. Oh, whoops. I meant to Solar Blaze that first one, but it wasn't a big problem. I guess I could explain Wheel Cutter, how you can just ride up walls with it, which is a lot faster than climbing ladders. Whoops. The Tri-Castle one, Water Shield's the only weapon you have for it. You can rebound strike it in other categories, because the different characters have different routes. Oh wait, I wanted to avoid doing that. I wanted to swap prop like fast enough so I would collect the weapon energy when he had no weapon selected, but I swapped back too fast. So Blademan, if you hit the commando bomb against the wall at a certain pixel, it'll do a second hit like that. And that was still a decent fight, but usually if you stand, I think it's because I looked left, if you look right and stand in a certain position, he'll go back to the right wall. But I got lucky and still got some double hits in. Well, Triple Blade's probably the best weapon in the game because it has a property where, since it's 3 blades, each blade does 1 damage, so if you hit an enemy with all 3 blades at the same time, it'll do triple the amount of damage. And you'll see it against the these mini bosses coming up. I kind of delayed. I grabbed that ladder for a second because if I didn't, it would whoops. I would have hit the spring guy. I don't know what their names are. Strike Man is where you really see, whoops, the use of many different weapons. I did that room wrong, but it's only like a second. So for these Keeper mini-bosses, it is faster to use a Commando Bomb, but I don't remember the lineups for it. This room is just time the solar blazes so you don't get hit. And these lockers that are coming out and shooting me are on a global timer, so as soon as the stage starts, the timer starts for the lockers, so if I got hit or something, then I would go on in a completely different pattern. With Strike Man, if I quick swap properly, this is like the easiest fight in the game. Like that. So if he does a high jump, you only need to do 2 triple blade shots, because then you could just jump and hit him on his way down. And if he does the short hop like that, then you'll need to do 3 quick swaps. Then with triple blade, you can also kind of like mash it twice. Because I don't know if it cuts through the iframes of the bosses, but you can do it. You can hit them twice with 3 shots before it'll actually go for iframes. Sheepman stage is, I don't know how to explain it. It has these disappearing blocks, which are pretty neat. Oh boy. I don't know what I'm doing. I hit that yellow one by accident and then it just threw me off. Luckily it's not that long of a death, but that's probably the dumbest death you can get. Okay. I'll just do that, just to be safe. So that's like 30 seconds gone, not even. So it wasn't like the worst time death, but it's pretty silly. Oh my god. Okay, I apologize. I tried to go under it so I could jump over the thing, but now this is just horrible. And that's pretty bad because I need Rush Jet. Who would have thought Sheepman would be the stage that's doing me in? Okay. So with Octobulb, I'm gonna try and wait for 2, because you have to charge them up first. So I waited for 2 to come out, and then just time the Commando Bomb so it just kills them instantly. Hopefully I have enough Rush Jet. I should. I only lost like 3 bars of Rush Jet from that, so it shouldn't be a huge problem. So I did that with the Rush Jet, so just so my fall velocity could be a little higher as I left the screen. So the gimmick with Rebound Strikers, it'll do more damage the more it hits off the wall. So with Sheepman, I tried to kind of bounce it into him to do more damage. But he went back up anyway, because he can either stand there and shoot, which will allow me to kill him on the ground, or he'll just go back up instantly. So that is the 8 Robot Masters. I don't know what my time was. It doesn't matter, it probably sucked. So now we have the Wily stages. So this first part of Wily 1, I kind of want to do a certain way so I can get the same pattern. To get a certain pattern for the first bosses. Oh, there it goes. I jumped too early on that one. That's not too big of a deal. It's not like a major time loss if it is wrong. Whoops. Whoops. So that was the first of 3 Wily archives, which are just kind of like bosses based on past Mega Man games. I don't even know what happened there. I swapped, but it didn't shoot my second one, which was weird. Whoops. So the first Wily Archives bosses from Mega Man 1, 2, and 3. And these ones are from 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that was pretty good. That was a really good pattern. It's usually Ringman. If he comes out early, or I'm just not expecting it, he'll go up instantly. I'll take more Triple Blade. So I'm intentionally taking some more weapon energy because I'm going to use an M-Tank later, which heals literally everything. So it's just less time spent in the menu if I have more weapon energy for things. I missed that one. What am I doing? I am not playing well anymore. So with that Sniper Joe, you can kind of just get behind their shields, kind of like Pump Man. Because the hitbox for Mega Man doesn't start like right at the end of his buster. Okay, that was a decent fight. There is a faster way to kill a Slash Man, because you can kind of like predict where he's gonna start. But the way I did it, where I shot 2 into him and then just let him jump into 2 more behind him, is a extremely safer way. And it's not, I don't know if it's that much slower, but it's a lot safer than if you miss one. So Wily 2 is probably the toughest stage in the game. Just because there's a lot of things to remember. And there's a lot of things that can kill you. I'm gonna grab that extra Turtle Blade, just in case. Here, just stay up this time. Okay, I'll just wait for you to come down. So usually based on the patterns of the, because these crushers are also on a global timer, so I'm just going to wait for them to be safe. Usually, if I do get a good bird's pattern, I can kind of, like, depending on what bird's pattern, I can kind of predict where the crushers are going to go, but I messed it up, so. And if you haven't guessed, we're doing a little mini boss rush. There's the M-Tank I was talking about, and we'll use it at the end of this stage. Whoops. Okay, hi. If you get down there early, then it can get pretty scary, but it's not terrible. I'm just gonna wait again. Oh boy, that's dangerous. Okay, well we made it without death, so I'll consider that a decent Wily 2. That's the Crab Puncher. I didn't really I was trying to think of what to say as I was killing him. But usually he can give you really bad luck, just because he can kind of get his eyes out of the way of the commando bombs and then put his claws in front of the eyes. So you just have to wait. But luckily he just kept them open, so I could just shoot commando bombs and kill them. You saw I used my M-Tanks and all my weapons are full for Wily 3 and 4. We have a very large elevator section. can get kind of scary on PB pace. Almost like that, because I forgot what to do. Oh, whoops. There's a way you can kind of like combo your coil and jet to get up to the door early. That was close. So with those elevator sections, the little green buttons, since they protrude up a couple frames, you can sometimes accidentally go to jump on one, and then there's still a spike within the range of your hitbox. So you just have to be extra careful on the ladder, or on the elevator. On that last ladder, I kind of delayed my wheel cutter, so the spider could be in a position where I could just kill him without taking a hit. So I'm going to try and put rush on one of the spikes and then quickly swap to a wheel cutter and get in the door that way. And I didn't even activate rush. That room can get kind of scary because there are a bunch of short hops over spikes. And this is the Block Devil, another addition into the Devil series of bosses for Mega Man. This one will just kind of form. And then on normal mode you can get knocked into those holes, so you'll just have to be careful. Almost. So I got the double hit there, which is kind of precise. And then I missed one of my shots into him. But that still wasn't too bad of a fight. That was showing off the power of bouncing it off each wall, and it does 1,000,000 damage. So now we're on to the boss rush. I'm just gonna have to do a little climbing here to get to it. Oops. So the weird thing about the boss rush is every boss is in the same position they are on the boss select screen. Now we get to show off the one time we use the Thunderwall weapon. Or twice if you incline to use it on Tornado Man in the Wily one. That was a really good fight. You want him to 2-jump because for some reason if he's getting hit by lightning and you shoot a Thunderbolt into him, it'll do like a bunch of damage. Yeah, there you kind of saw the no iframes from Commando Man, but I was really late on reacting to it. I got good luck on the Sheep Man, but I missed my last shot. But every other boss is pretty much the same. That's really bad. Okay, good. I want to only use 2 against Solar Man because I need to use some on the Wily machine. That was really bad. That was an extremely bad Blade Man fight. predicted where I was gonna jump. Yeah, that wasn't good, but I didn't lose a million minutes because of it. We just have Nitro Man. Wasn't terrible. Wrong button. So I use the W tank there just so I can get my solar blaze back. For the top runners, they usually don't take all of their solar blaze so they can hit this first phase with a couple, then just triple blade it. But I just W tank because I don't know how to do that. Pretty good second phase. So as you saw, I just kind of like coiled and then quick swapped onto a water shield, which is the second phase's weakness. 3550 kill. This is gonna be like a 37. Oh, we are in space now. For Wily, 5 or 6, I don't remember. I didn't mean to do that. Luckily, I'm not doing them in it. Because the Wily capsule boss is complete luck, and you can manipulate it by doing certain things. That's not one of them. I don't really need Chill Spike. Yeah, this stage is just walking and avoiding these drills. Okay, I couldn't avoid that one. I shorted my jump like 3 times. So time is coming up with the on the final hit. So this boss, there's 2 Wilies and then they'll spawn wherever. I completely missed my shot there. Maybe I did manipulate it. And okay, yes, to spawn again still. And time. So what was that? Like that might have been actually a 38. It was still a 37. So if that probably would have been a higher 36 minus the Sheepman deaths, but it was still underestimate. So I guess that's what really matters for this. Now I have to think of an outro. Thanks for having me again. I'm out of Mega Man games to submit to this marathon, but maybe I'll think of something. I'm really bad at outros. I don't know what to... I guess I'll shout out Darko_RTA. The greatest speedrunner to ever exist. And these credits are like 12 minutes long, so if you want to cut me off now, that's acceptable.